Hello, hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish Kristyn. Today, I am going to be kitting up this kit. This is Vampire Momoa, and this is from Rokkari. This is a 50 by 60 diamond painting, and it is a round drill kit. This is the first round drill kit that I will have worked on from Rokkari. I'm very excited. This is what the canvas looks like. Little scary in the eyes. I thought like maybe I could change them, but I don't know. Probably not. I probably will just leave it and I'll just be scared every time I look at them. It's fine. There is a lot of color blocking and line blocking down here and even up here in the sky. So I am excited to see this come together. I am hoping it is not going to take super long. There are only 45 colors in this kit, and I did use some cheery washi tape to, you know, sweet treats, yum, love, sweet thing, you know, because he's awesome. So let me move this. Yoink. Oh, don't fall. No, Jason, don't fall on the floor. I have taken my drills out and put them in DMC order here. Rokkari does have, you know, the containers that might have bigger drill packets, smaller drill packets mixed in. So I highly recommend taking them all out of their bags. Well, not, you know, not the drills out of the bags, but the drill packets out of the bags and organizing them so they are in DMC order. That way, if you put your stickers on your containers, then it's one less step to do later. I am using a mixture of Elizabeth Ward's and Square Tic Tacs because I didn't have enough of either one of them, really. There are some that have a bigger amount of colors, and those are the ones that I am using the bigger Tic Tacs for. And I was able to figure that out relatively easily because on the sticker sheet, it does say how many drills are in the kit. I still could have messed up. Very high potential that I did mess up. But I do have some extras right here because I know I also will have some overflow. And this is the picture that I will put in my logbook, but I haven't done that yet. So I do have a few different static busting methods, okay? I'm going to try the tray method where you put the, what do you call it? This thing, the dryer sheet. Thank you. I know everybody's screaming, dryer sheet. Put the dryer sheet in the tray and then cut the bag and kind of scrape them in there and then give it a little shake before you pour it in. Hoping that works. I don't know. If that doesn't work, I have a full dryer sheet that I can try to pour them on and then pour them into the container. And if that doesn't work, I have Old Reliable right there. Yep. Okay, here we go. First one. We have 150. I really hope this works. I really hope. Oh, I need the nail saver. Hang on. All right, because I don't want to ruin my nails. I got kitty nails today. Look at that. Cute little teal kitty nails. I hate the fact that some of these nails, they look like the print is, you know, not as long and stretched out when you buy them, and then you buy them, and if you don't have super scary long nails, then your design gets cut off. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Okay, don't screw this up. So I think what you do is you go like that. You put it in Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty. Okay, well that one didn't have static, so that was that was just one extra step. Well, that's kind of annoying, but okay. Okay, well, all right. I'll still give it a little shake in there anyways. And then put, oh, I should be careful because that is not actually, that is not blocked. Yeah, so maybe don't do that. Okay, let's put that there. And then, oh, okay, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh, oh, the cat seabirds. Yeah. The birds. The birds are birding. Poor kitties. Okay, let's try this again. I forgot that in order for this tray to work, and this is an Ephemera 3D tray, that you have to keep the lid on. Otherwise, the lid little spout thingy bobber comes off. Forgot about that. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, that one does have static. You can see that. Okay. Oh my gosh, those are sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay. Oh. So I think what you're supposed to do, I hope I don't have to do them all individually. Although I may have to, which these little bags would take forever. Oh, it went into my lap. Okay. That's maybe not gonna work with this type of drill delivery method. Let's see. Let's go like that. Let's give it a little shake and close the stopper so they don't go all over. Get in there. Okay, and then leave the lid on. Use the nail saver. I still hear a bunch in there. Are they all out? Oh no, because the dryer sheet is clogging up the railway. That might not work for me. At least with that type of bag. Because they are still in there. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Well, okay. Pivot. Pivot. At least yeah, see, look at those. Those are still sticking. I will go through and add dryer sheets later, just not right now. Okay, I'm gonna try method number 2. We have 159. I hope everybody is doing awesome, well, and amazing. And if you are not, I hope it gets better for you soon, because you are awesome. Yes, you are. All right, here we go. Give it a little shake. I don't want to be too aggressive because I don't need them going everywhere. But then you still have some in here, but if I can just pick them up with my fingers, then that works for me. I have told myself that I'm not going to start this kit until I finish the other round kit that I have. Even though I do love to start a brand new diamond painting, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be responsible. I have a bunch of text messages coming in. Okay, I don't know if this helps or not, but I feel like if I can try to touch every drill with the anti-static properties, then I am going to try it. Although, I'm wondering if maybe I don't need quite so big of a dryer sheet for small packets like this. Maybe I'll do it the opposite way. I mean, I want there to be as much contact, but at the same time, yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of 310. There is a lot of 310. This is one, and I know I'm going to need at least one extra, if not more. Let's do the pouring on the dryer sheet and see how that goes. So I'm going to try just 3 bags because number one, I don't remember how much can fit in one of those. Okay, there's that. Do that. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't open one. But those 310s came out so good. What? I probably could have just poured them into the... Hang on. Maybe I could have just poured them into the stinking container like that. If they were going to pour that nicely. Rude. 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 Yeah. There was no static. Are these better not be acrylics. No, they look like they're resins. That is weird, but I will take it. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's a Christmas miracle. Everybody mark the calendar. The most troublesome, naughty drill color did not have static. Ha ha. And I discovered this, that the square Tic Tacs fit in the Elizabeth Ward trays, sideways like that. Psh. What? I know. I'm shocked, just like you are. Maybe nobody's shocked, and it's just me, but I was very excited to find that out. Okay. So those don't look like they have static either. That is nuts. That is absolutely crazy bonkers, and I am here for it. I will take it. Whatever that can make our lives easier, right? Oh, I'm making a mess. It's okay, though. They're on the dryer sheet. They will pour back in there nicely. Okay. And then I think I will just use one of the little Elizabeth Wards for that last black. And part of me does not want to make a label because I feel like I should remember that that's black. I should be able to look at that and say 310. I'm still going to make a label just in case. Try to be responsible, set a good example. There's so we have a lot of traffic going by our house today. We kind of live in the path of a cemetery, and it is more of a what do you call it? Oh, maybe I should have let that dry. Well, too late now. What do they call it? National cemetery. And so we get a lot of motorcycles going to the cemetery, I think, for processions and stuff like that. But my cats do not like that at all. Duncan, when he hears the motorcycles, he growls. He growls at the motorcycles. I will hear this low, you know, almost like a dog. It is the weirdest thing. Okay, that one did have static. I try to tell him, you know, it's okay. They're not coming on the driveway. They're just driving by, but he does not like it. He is not a fan of the motorcycles. let's see, 327. See, some of these just have teeny tiny little bits. Okay, you have static, so you're going in the dryer sheet. Yes, you are. I do have my Dr. Pepper Blackberry. So Safeway had a sale right before Easter, you know, like the week. The sales for the week, basically. And they had sodas, buy 2, get 3 free, which is an amazing deal. If you are a soda drinker, you know that the price keeps getting higher and higher and higher. I think at our Safeway, it's $10, I think it's like $10 for a 12-pack of soda. So when it's on sale, obviously you want to take advantage. And when it's on sale and you can mix and match brands, that is even better. Because not everybody in the family drinks, you know, Pepsi products only or Coke products only or, you know, whatever company technically Dr. Pepper aligns with. So it can be kind of a hit or miss thing. And as much as I love a deal, I also don't have room to be storing, you know, 20 boxes of soda, right? And so there was a sale right before Easter, and I went to the store, I think on Thursday, and nope, they had the sale going. They only had 2 sodas that I was interested in buying. Everything else was sold out. Because you could get Coke, you could get Pepsi, you could get everything. I was like, oh man, you know, I really want this, but eh. So I hesitated and I didn't buy anything. Because I thought, well, maybe when I go back on Monday, you know, they'll have stocked the shelves, etc., etc. Well, no, they had not. And so I said, well, I guess I'll just get a rain check, you know, because they don't have... Basically, they didn't have any of the zero sugar sodas, which I thought was really interesting because I think more and more people are cutting back on their sugar intake, you know, for just dietary needs, lifestyle, etc., you know. And so I was like, well, you know, I want the zero sugar. And so I went to the checkout when we were checking out, and it was a... You know how like sometimes they call like people from the bakery or the produce to check? Well, it was a produce guy. And I said, you know, can I get a rain check for something that you guys don't have in stock? He had no idea what I was talking about. So he tried to go find somebody else who could help me with the rain check. And I'm not trying to be mean, okay? But she was a little short with me. Here I was, it was a Monday morning. I was trying to be a ray of sunshine, even though I did not feel it. And I said, you know, we wanted a rain check because there's not 5 sodas. And she said, there's not 5 sodas over there? And I said, well, no, there is soda, but there's no pop that I want to buy. Oh, well, there is soda over there. And I said, yes, but I don't want to purchase any of that soda. And she said, well, for the rain check, I need to write down exactly what you want to purchase. And I said, okay. I said, well, I would like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry, and I would like Dr. Pepper Zero, and I would like Coke Zero Vanilla, and I would like Mug Root Beer Zero, and I would like Fanta Zero. She goes, so you want all 0? And I said, that's kind of what I was trying to go for, you know. But it's just, I don't know. And maybe I was just overly sensitive, but just the way she was talking to me, I'm kind of like, I am trying to be nice and friendly, but you're pushing my patience, ma'am. You know, and I know that if it would have been a checker person that I see every week, because we've been going to the same Safeway for almost 9 years. You know how you have your people where you see them checking and you try to go to their line because you like their personality and you like how they interact and stuff like that. She's not somebody that I really have ever seen. So I was trying to be, just, okay, whatever. Not taking it personally, but, you know, my first thought was, well, if this would have been Cheryl, Cheryl would not have done that. She would have just wrote 5 sodas, you know. But this lady, she was going by the book, by the freaking book. And so now my fear is, depending on when I go back and they actually have 5 sodas that I want, what if I don't get those exact sodas? Are they going to honor my rain check, or am I going to have to wait for that lucky day where literally every soda I want is in stock? Which I don't know if that ever happens, honestly, because usually we come on Mondays, and Mondays usually are pretty picked over. Usually if I come on a Thursday, it's a little bit better luck, but not really. I don't know. So that was not how I wanted to start my Monday off. Like, no, thank you. Like, I'm trying to be nice. I just, you know, if you don't want people to get the rain checks, then don't offer them. You know, don't offer people, hey, if we don't have it in stock, you can come and get it. You know, just then don't offer it. Just be like, tough titties. Buy what we have, or go without your soda, but you offer it, so I'm gonna take you up on it. So I almost thought about having my mom get one too, but I was like, that seems like I'd be pushing my limits. She did not look like she was having it. So, and maybe that's part of working the self-checkout line. I don't know, maybe it's emotionally draining. I would think working at the grocery store would be emotionally draining. So okay, can I, this one, maybe. We're going to try it. We're just going to try to pour it in here and see what happens. Oh, look, there's 2 other colors of drills in there still. Okay. All right, well, look at that. That is so weird how some of them are like barely any static at all. I don't know. I'm smelling a conspiracy. I would love, 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 love to know, are you a scary movie fan? Because I don't think Jason Momoa has ever been in a vampire movie. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't think he has. But it kind of got me thinking about scary movies and, you know, those kinds of things. I remember our local video store that was closest to my house growing up. They had a whole, you know, scary movie section, and you know, there were the older movies, so they were, you know, maybe like $1 to rent or something. And when my friends and I would go to the video store or whatever, sometimes we would try a movie, you know, and a lot of times they were pretty lame. You know, the special effects, the graphics, the stuff which is, you know, is not quite what it was. I mean, because I grew up in, you know, the 80s, 90s, and you're seeing movies, you know, from the 70s and whatever. There's some technological advances, and movie making magic has definitely improved since some of those were made. I liked the cheesy ones. There's still a lot of scary movies that, or horror movies, however you want to classify them, that I have not really seen. A lot of the classics, yeah. No, not really. I remember being at my mom and dad, you know, they had some friends and everybody had kids, and I remember being at their house, and I remember watching, I don't know, well, all the kids were older than me, so I was the youngest kid, and I remember somebody put on Night of the Living Dead, and I remember watching it, and I was probably, oh my gosh, maybe 7 or 8, and I remember thinking it was kind of like, it was unbelievable, right? I'm like, okay, brains? Okay, whatever. So I wasn't scared by it. Okay, come on, get out of there. Maybe that gave me a little confidence to watch other, you know, scary movies, because I'm like, well, it wasn't scary, so, you know, I'm obviously super tough, and I can handle those scary things, when really I can't. I've learned that over the years, that I can't do the overly scary. And I don't know about anybody else, but I would rather see a scary movie with, you know, blood and guts over some of these psychological scary ones. Oh, some of those are even worse, because those seem like something that could actually happen versus, you know, some of the more unrealistic things. I know a lot of people have a favorite, you know, a favorite character, a favorite genre. Like maybe you like werewolves, maybe you like vampires, maybe you like, you know, slashers or a series or whatever. And I never really had a favorite of any of those. I do remember, which I guess technically the Blair Witch Project is not a scary movie, but it scared me because it was very psychological. And I remember so mad. My husband, we were dating, and his friends all thought it would be hilarious to tell me that the Blair Witch Project was real before we went and saw it. I think I was 17 or 18, I think. And so we went and saw it in the theater, and I was a ball of sadness and like nervous energy because they told me it was a real documentary, and yeah, spoiler alert, not so much. And so at the end, you know, when there's like the, I don't even fully remember the movie, honestly. It's been so many years because I never watched it again. But when I basically thought everybody had perished, I was like, oh my God, those poor kids. You know, we're leaving the theater and, you know, they're not even affected. I'm like, you guys are so heartless. Don't you care that those people died on camera? And they're like, it's not real. I was like, what? Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. They were all just cackling, laughing at my gullibility. I was like, that is so mean. That is so mean. Not only was I upset and like kind of tearing up in the movie theater, but the shaky nature of the cameras also was making me kind of feel like I was getting motion sickness. Yeah. So, and I was the only person there who had not partaken of a certain substance before the movie, and so I was driving, and I was like, well, I'm not taking you guys to Taco Bell, so there. Suck on that. So yeah, I remember, speaking of vampires, I think I read the Twilight books. It might have been after the movie came out. It probably was. And I was, and if you like Twilight, I am not trying to shade you or anything like that. I just remember, I think I actually listened to them on audiobook because I did a lot of driving, so I would listen to audiobooks in the car. I just remember being kind of underwhelmed by the books. And maybe it was because it was technically like, you know, a young adult novel, but I just remember listening to it and thinking, this is not the best writing. Why is everybody so, you know, this is amazing. I'm like, it's okay. The story's okay, but I didn't quite understand what the allure was. But, you know, I was trying was like, well, I'll read the book. I'll listen to it. You know, I'm driving, whatever. And so I did listen to all of them. But I was kind of the mindset of like, I don't know, man. I think I'd be Team Jacob if I had to choose one. Oh, that's right. Because everybody was like, Team Edward, Team Jacob, Team, like, I don't know. I did not fall into that category. But, I mean, I feel like if I had to choose, I don't know. I'd be choosing the person that can, like, go out in the sunlight and not sparkle all lamely. But that's just me. I mean, I'm a very cold person. Like, I am always cold. So the fact that I could have my own heater next to me, I don't know. But I just kind of felt like, I don't know. I felt like the whole like dynamics was just weird in that movie in general, with like the possessiveness and stuff. I don't know. It just never really sat right with me. But again, that's also reading way too much into a novel. So, what were you guys? If you were team anyone, what team were you? No judgment here. No judgment. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't really like, I really didn't like many of the characters. I just felt like they were kind of unlikable, and they all were very self-centered. At least that's what I'm remembering. I could be wrong. Don't come for me. But my brain now, I feel like those were some of my thoughts. Was like, I don't like any of these people. Okay. Whoa, that's really full. Okay, just please fit in there. Good to know that 3 of the full bags fit in one of the square Tic Tac containers. Okay, go, go, go. Do, 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 do. There's that. And 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna need 2 more of these. 2 more. Oh, I do remember. Oh, there was one. There was one. And I don't even think this is a scary movie, but I was at somebody's house as a teenager, and does anybody remember it was a series. It was called Faces of Death, where it's like actual real footage of really disturbing, gross, like, things happening. Yeah, I remember watching that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, nope, going outside, thank you. Nope, that's not something I need to see. You know, I have an imagination. I don't need to be watching really, like, twisted stuff. Nope. And I remember, too, our local video store had those, and they would not let, you rent them if you were under 18 too, which I see why. I had a friend who was trying to, they're like, come on, my mom said it's fine. The lady's like, no. It's probably a good thing. Teenagers don't need to be watching that. Okay, this is 939. Let's make some labels. 939, 939. I think those were the colors that had the biggest quantity. Don't touch it. Don't smear it. Don't smear it. Okay, put those there. Put those down there. Okay, good job. Duncan is sitting at the end of the table. He's obviously protecting me from danger. Maybe paper cuts. I don't know. All right. This is, knock on wood, going better than I expected. I am here for it. Because we don't need any more things that are going to be overly complicated. Life is complicated enough than to deal with a complicated kit up. Okay, so it's like, see these are not, they're not full, but they're not, you know, like that either. So random. I don't know why these companies do what they do. Oh, that was really low. And I almost cut my finger. Not the smart. So crinkly. Okay, let's rub. Oops, take the lid off. Whoa. There we go. Perfection. Good job. Good job, everybody. Good job. So, 3041. Okay. 3041. Will this go into the tray without... I don't know. Let's find out. Kinda. But kinda not really. Kinda. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, they didn't even budge. That is so rude. That is so rude. I think my favorite movies as a kid were probably comedies. I liked the comedies. Kind of know that everything's gonna work out in the end, right? Get that kind of happy ending. But that's probably because I grew up in that era where you watched sitcoms on TV and, you know, somebody has a problem, but it's all solved by the end of the episode, you know, so you kind of feel like, oh, good, there was closure, you know? Not like TV now, where everything's so open-ended and it feels like nothing ever gets resolved. I just remember, you know, back in the olden days, you know, you would be watching TGIF and, you know, something would happen and very rarely would there be a cliffhanger or almost like a two-part episode. No. And then all of a sudden it feels like then TV became more, I'm going to say the word wrong, the episodic, where each episode kind of builds on another one and it kind of feeds into another storyline and another storyline and another storyline. Or maybe I just became more aware of it too. It could be that. As you get older, you do notice more about those kinds of things. But I guess really, I mean, soap operas, they've been doing that for years. You know, you watch something and then you tune in a month later and you're like, what the heck is going on in this show? Okay, that is not the right one. Nope, that was not the right one. There's that. Yeah, there's some. Oh, yeah, there's some static on those. Oh, dear. There you go. Oh, I hear the motorcycles again. Oh, dear. Duncan, don't be growling. Oh, here we go. 3761. This could potentially be well, I was gonna say, this could be the darkest painting I've done. Which, there are a lot of dark colors. But I think I have done some paintings with lots of black. I did a Dreamer Designs, and it had all, like, the whole background was black. But it was very colorful besides the black. But it was very, oh, so gappy. It was a square from a year and a half, 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a lot of gaps in that one. Okay, this you need to kind of, let's put, there, hold that so it doesn't slip. And oh, I guess the other Rokkari I did, the pink and black cat, there was a lot of black in there. But the pink kind of, I don't know, brightened up the mood a little bit. This one is very, the color scheme, you know, the blues and teals are kind of a nice little, I don't know, what do you want to call it? I almost said distraction, but not distraction. See, those had no static. But there are definitely a lot of darkness. A lot of darkness. But it's okay. For Jason, I will do it. I will suffer. We'll suffer through it. Okay, that's 3835. Oopsie. Oh, they are already jumping out. Well, let's just pour him on the dryer sheet then. Come on. Go out, little buddies. Little buddies. Oh, dear. I have been seeing some really big diamond paintings lately. What is it? Debbie, the Crafty Diamond, she got that humongous one from, oh, what's the name of the store? Something like Diamond Art Kiss or something like that. And it's 100 by 500 centimeters. Just what? I don't even understand how heavy that canvas has to be without any drills on it, let alone with drills. Just holy moly. I mean, I feel like I have a hard time working on anything that's over 60 centimeters wide. So 100 is the short end. Holy moly. So I'm excited to see that. I will link her unboxing, because that thing, I think they call it the beast. That thing is a beast. Oh my gosh, just wow. Just wowsy, wowsy, wowsy. I do not think I have the patience to work on something that massive, or to work on the same thing for that long. I mean, the Last Supper was tough enough, and that was only 180 centimeters by 40 centimeters, you know, wide. I will live vicariously through others. Same with the, what do you call it? The Max colors, you know, the J walls and stuff like that. Or the, you know, the ones from Diamond Art Studio, the is it Hell Choreo? Where there are 190 colors. No. They look beautiful. They look absolutely beautiful. They look absolutely beautiful. But I don't think I could ever work on one, you know? And that's okay. Just because other people are working on something, or they like something, doesn't mean you have to like it too. I think a lot of the way our society is, and the way, you know, maybe marketing even, it's kind of like, well, what's wrong with you? Why don't you want to do this? Everyone else is doing it. It's almost like peer pressure. And I'm not saying that diamond painting companies are going to peer pressure us into buying max color kits or humongous kits. I mean, we get to choose what we buy. And obviously, if there wasn't a demand for those things, they wouldn't offer them. So a lot of people enjoy them. I think it's okay to know that I'm not really sure if I would enjoy that. even though lots of other people do. Oh, please all fit. Oh, it does. Yay. Good job. Good job, 3842. Good job. You did great. Yes, you did. Let's see. Not many colors left even. 3843. Oh. Open. Nail saver. This is a little staticky. Oh, it's going to be so hard not to try to work on this, but I'm going to resist. I'm going to resist. Finish up the Crystal Care Bear, then you can work on Jason. Okay? Okay, great. And I still have several other square kits too that I need to work on. But sometimes, you know, sometimes rounds are a little easier, and I used to not be able to say that. I was very anti-rounds for a very long time. And then I kind of came around. Sorry, that was not actually intentional, but it works. Sometimes you just need a little break from one project to another, or one diamond shape to another. Okay, we are at the special drills. So this is M318, and this is a metallic, and it is silver. I don't remember where this is going to go. I'm going to say, this is the picture, I'm going to say it's probably in here. That is my go. That is my guess. Anyways. Come on. Oh, there's one left. Don't you dare. You get out of there. No. Good job. There you go. Let's see. And the next one is also metallic. And that is M820. And it is a metallic blue. So pretty. This one is probably going to need another Elizabeth Ward. Let's how many am I going to spill? Maybe 5. Well, none? No, come on. I can't not spill any. That's just not even, nope. Well, I spilled 2. That's not too bad. Okay, those are all emptied. Okay, put all those in there. Whoopsie. There you go. Put it on there. Some of these I did not actually tape up yet. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm not going to do it right now. I know that. Okay, let's just pour these on the dryer sheet. These ones are harder to get in there. Here you go. Oh, wait. There. There's that. There's that. Oh, no. Don't do that. There's that. Okay. I don't think I need to put a label on that one. I think I'll know that's a metallic. I hope so. My gosh. All right. AB. Next. Well, loose drill. Put that there. And fold that. Oh, hang on. Oh wait, no. Those are extras. There's that. And last, but certainly not least, oh, this is a beautiful AB. Look at that. A nice, pretty teal. See, that's the thing. These ones are full, like full. And these ones, it's almost like maybe they didn't have the little bags, so they put them in big ones? I don't know. Do that. Go in there. Okay, here we go. Oh, I feel them already spilling. That is my insufficient pouring method. Oh, I almost tipped that over. I caught it though. Okay, put them on there. There you go. Whoa. Ah, they're going to my lap. Going in my lap. Okay. There's that. Oh my gosh. Oh, so chunky full. So chunky full. Okay. Put that there. Oh, that is full. That is really full. I hope. Yeah, I should be able to. Because I won't open the lid. I will just open the little flippy top lid. And there we go. And I don't need a label for these ones either. I will be able to tell what they are. Oh, it's the motorcycle brigade again. Oh dear. There we go. That's a piece of trash. Yay! Well, that was not overly traumatic. I am pleasantly surprised. All right, here is our color palette. As you can see, there's lots of darker blues and blacks and then some other blues, and those are just tipping all over the place, as well as a few little skin colors, some browns, some purples, some reds. I think this is going to look amazing when it is finished. I cannot wait to start it, but I'm going to wait. I gotta wait because I can't have one more thing started. I mean, I can, but be responsible, blah, blah, blah. That is going to be it for me today, guys. If you have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. And I will see you again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys. Duncan. Boop. This chair is making a farting noise, and it's not me. You ready to rock? You ready to do this? Yes, ma'am. Oh, edit the burp out. Edit the burp out, Kristyn. I can't be remembering to grab it every single time. Every time. Okay, finish clearing your throat so you can talk. Okay, are we done? Are we done clearing our throat? Okay, good. Dr. Pepper time. Are you're gonna scratch while I'm talking? Okay, hold in the sneeze. Now you can sneeze. Now you can sneeze. Now you can sneeze. Woo.